take those tickets here.
All right.
Yay!
I did a lot of golf with bees.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of bees. Come on, baby.
Yeah. They're after
Let's go. Wow, check that out. Oh, is that where we're going?
Okay,
Nope.
Come on, Haley. No, I got you. Hold these real quick.
Okay. Wow, what is this?
If I see a snake, I'm jumping. I see it.
Smile. Haley don't want to come in.
I see a TV. That was Fortnite.
No, we ain't playing Fortnite. There ain't no rah-rah. What are you talking about?
What inch TV is this?
All right, guys. Follow me to the store here.
Nice. Wow.
See you, buddy. Y'all will fall down the stairs. You bring them all back? Perfect. We're right on target.
Well, folks, I do want to thank everybody very much for coming down and taking the tour with us today. I hope you had a good time. Again, my name is Miner John. Our next activity is going to be painting for gold, so if you want to just follow me right this way, we'll get started.
Yes. I just don't want to fall. I got. I have.
Slippery? No, sir. Okay.
I want to run down so bad.
Wouldn't recommend that. It feels like it's gonna be slippery. Yeah, we do have pressure wash it. Make sure that no algae builds up or anything.
Hey, babe. You love this? Oh, it's super, super crazy. I got definitely from Florida wearing flip-flops into mine. This is massive. Look at it. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
No.
So nothing is slippery.
As long as you take your time, it should be alright.
Yes.
Don't worry.
That's right, babe.
Yes, that would be.
Yeah, it's got algae on it.
Wow.
So in 1828, there was a gentleman by the name of Benjamin Parks. He was walking around the woods of Dahlonega one day when he would trip over a rock. That rock turned out to be was a solid piece of gold, and a year later, of 1829, 15,000 people would move here to Dahlonega and kick off the first gold rush in the United States. Now, California Gold Rush takes all the credit about being the first one. That's because this was a little bit of a smaller one, but it did happen here in Dahlonega. Well, the first style of mining they used here is actually still commonly used today. You guys actually did it earlier. It was the gold panning. That is known as river or placer mining. When the miners were doing it, they were in every river, stream, and creek that they could find, trying to find their fortune. Well, around 1849, when that California gold rush would start, these miners traveled west to California to test their luck, but they ended up learning a new technique of mining and tried it out here in Georgia. What that is known as hydraulic mining. What it is the miners are going to use a large, powerful water hose, kind of wash the mountains down into the rivers to collect the gold. But the problem is that these mountains are being washed away way too fast. It was destroying the environment. And this method of mining was made illegal, which is still illegal today in certain states. But from this technique, there was one last style used here in Georgia known as hard rock mining, which as you guys are today is a hard rock gold mine. If you guys take a look up here above you, this is a quartz vein, and that's what hard rock mining is. It's the process of finding gold within the mineral known as quartz. There is still gold in there today.
Wow.
Also, this opening right here used to be one solid vein of quartz as well.
Can we walk down there?
We're going to be going underneath that. Oh yeah. But the vein of quartz that used to be here was 22 feet wide and over 200 feet deep, and made it the largest quartz vein to be found in hard rock mining history. Well, miners, they're going to blast the entire vein out to extract the gold. In 1 day's worth of work from this area, they would extract a total of 54 pounds and 9 ounces of gold in 1 day from this area. Now back then, it was only worth $500,000, but today, gold is worth $1,700 an ounce, meaning that 54 pounds and 9 ounces today is $1.3 million worth of gold. Too bad the guys did not get to take the gold home, but hey, they got paid 50 cents a day. It's pretty fair, right?
50 cents a day.
You guys will please take your time and follow me for a moment. So if you guys take a look across the railing, you'll notice that there's another vein of quartz. Again, inside of it is gold. Now, the gold inside this rock is actually very small. You know the gold you guys found today? That is bigger than the gold inside the mine. That gold you guys found is called placer gold. This is called flour gold because it resembles the size of baking flour. So in order for them to extract it out, they can't use your standard gold panning method. They would have to blast it out of the wall using dynamite. This mine would use about 400 pounds of dynamite in 1 week. That's because everything you're going to be walking through today was created from it. But once this quartz is separated,
Ooh, my legs are shaking. Hey, babe. Wow, look down there. I guess we're not supposed to. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Well, I'm videotaping the whole thing, so. Wow.
so here underground, you guys can tell the temperature is pretty comfortable.
Oh, yeah, it feels great.
85 degrees all year round because there's no wind or sunlight to change it. So also you'll notice if you have your waterfall, this is natural because above us there are large pockets of water called aquifers or water tables. Well, since the water period is happening to the miners are facing a problem. They had to figure out a way to take the water and separate it from the working area. And that's how you guys can tell when you have the creeks. The main reason for it is if you take a look on the ground, there's these mine car tracks. In 1901, those are going to be electrically powered. And as we know, water and electricity are not a great combination, but very important to keep it separate. You guys take a look through here. So the rock down here is known as blue granite. Blue granite is one of the world's hardest rocks.
Wow.
The entire mine here today is made up of it, which is why they have to use dynamite to build the mine. Because they use big axes, big axes to break things and stuff. So what they have to do is they're going to drill a series of holes. Each one had to be 6 feet deep. The first process is known as hand stitching. The hammer just like this, the miners have to hit it and turn it because of the chisel turns, it crushes the rock. And as you guys can guess, this is going to be a very slow process.
Yeah.
It was so slow. It would take a miner 1 hour to dig 1 foot, well, then a 12-hour working to dig 2 of them. And they only got paid 50 cents a day. So definitely a lot of money for their day's price. But this being the slowest one, it made it the safest one, and that motivated the miners to develop faster techniques later on for operation. Which we have to
Oh my god, how crazy is this? Come on, honey. Yeah, it does feel really, really good in here.
Okay, there's some time I never want to leave. Okay. Oh, wow.
Come here, honey, look. Come here.
So I call this a wind tunnel. That is W-I-N-C-E because that's a miner's term when this tunnel will go further underground. Now, sadly, we're not going to be going down there today because it is filled entirely with water. That water goes 700 feet underground.
Wow.
And I'm sorry, guys, but I can't hold my breath for that long, so we're not going to go down there, okay?
That's water?
Yes, ma'am. It doesn't look like that.
It doesn't.
It's so clear because the rocks act like a filtration system to it.
That is insane.
Oh yeah. Now, along with that 700 feet of depth, there's approximately 4 miles of tunneling, making this the largest hard rock mine east of the Mississippi River with 5 miles total.
Now I can see the water.
Wow. Haley, you want to see the water?
So if miners going to be down there working, they can't have the water down there, so they would have a 12 to 15-year-old who would work down here. They would work for 10 hours a day, getting paid 25 cents a day to use that hand pump to pump all the water out of the mine. It was such an important job. If they didn't do it for 2 weeks, this entire mine will start to rise and flood with water again.
Wow.
That's why we have to keep it pumped out today using automatic pumps. To give you an idea of the water, you have to know where that water was. That light down there is already 5 feet underwater. Yeah, definitely doesn't look like it, but trust me when I say the water's cold because we have to go down there and change the light bulb sometimes. So that water's very cold.
It's just visually deceptive.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's definitely water.
Come on, Annie. Okay.
Watch your heads as well, guys. Watch your head, Aylin.
Wow.
Bump your head.
Whoa. Haley, look up. Look
You guys
up.
take a look up. This is called a scope. This is from the quartz to go in the upward direction. Now, do watch out for that blue hose. It does lead to the men's restroom upstairs, just be careful, right?
Ew.
I'm joking, don't worry. I mean, where else does the water come from, right? Now, in 1900, I told you guys that the miners, that's a slow process, and they're going to be motivated to develop faster techniques. Well, in 1900, this was the first one introduced. It was air power. It is called the stoker. In its name, however, it will go in only one direction, up, and we know what gravity does. The problem isn't about the miners falling down, it was always inside the rocks. Down inside these rocks, there is a dust and a mineral called silica. As they're mining, they're breathing this in, it would damage the lungs, and eventually, it turned the miner's skin blue. This will be known as pneumonic ultramicroscopic silicoangiosis, or silicose for short. This would weigh 150 pounds. Two miners would have to hold this above their heads 30 to 40 feet up, just in order to get paid $8.25. So you guys are going to start tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but-
Right? Compared to 50.
Yeah. That is amazing.
Crazy though is like, even more money, they realized that silicosis is not a fair trade-off. So around 1903, this is redeveloped into a safer model. We can talk about that in a few minutes. Definitely dangerous compared to hand steel, but it was more productive and more efficient. Because instead of taking 6 hours to dig one down my hole, this took about 3 hours. So you know there's a lot more progress down here at that time. Now, this next part is the longest tunnel on River Day, so please pay attention to what it is, guys.
Yes. Yeah, not yet, babe. Oh my god, look, you've done this so many times, you just know what to do.
Yeah, I've done it once or twice.
That's hilarious. Wow. Wow. Bless you, bless you.
I don't know, I'm lost. Didn't they give you the map? No? They told me they gave you the map.
Oh my gosh, James. They were supposed to give us the map.
If you guys want me, go to the back and take a seat on this bench this morning.
Oh my gosh. It's so... The acoustics in here are amazing.
They were cool, when I said those miners wish they had your shoes, they never get lost with those lights.
Haley. Have a seat. Yeah.
So in 1901, this is going to be the first mine to have power, which means that the city of Dahlonega would have electricity before Atlanta, Georgia does. The gold mine provided electricity for the town and the gold mine down here, which is really impressive. They use a large water wheel to survive. What do you got? That is quartz and granite right there. They were actually low-lit Edison light bulbs, and the problem wasn't on how bright they were, it was the way they were set up using something we call a series circuit. So what would happen is if a miner would hit their head or hammer busted a light bulb, this entire mine shut down without power, just like the Christmas lights would.
Oh my God.
Once that happened, the miners are going to take a seat like you guys are, and another one with a lantern had to walk down into the mine and check every single light bulb until they figured out what that one problem was. That took a little bit of time.
Wow.
But for the first 3 years of operation, all they used were candles. Now you guys can imagine that won't give off so much light. But even in 1901, they still had to use candles in the subtunnels we were in, because that tunnel back there was the only part of the mine that had electricity, because 20 stories underground, it gets pretty pricey. Now this is my favorite part about the tour, because, well, I get to turn off the lights and you guys turn off the lights.
I knew it.
If you don't like the dark, just close your eyes and go into the difference. I'm joking, that's one at the end will be lit up. Everybody ready?
Yes.
And
He's gonna turn the lights off.
2. So it gets a little dark down here. This candle is what a gold miner used from 1898 to 1901. When they would start their day of work, their supervisor would be the ones to give them their candles. However, they would only be handed 3 of these that they had to make last for 12 hours. And that was going to be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, exactly. So the miners got smart, they carved it up in teams of two, that way double the miners, double the candles, they'd have a lot more light out here such a longer time. Well, by the time we reached the last candle, that 12-hour shift would be over, and it'd have just enough light to make way to that tunnel back there and all the lights outside the mine. Now, as you can tell, this candle isn't very bright, but this right here was actually brighter than the Edison light bulbs were in 1901. So either way, you had to walk around figure where you were located. You had to identify course running through these walls and even use your drills and hand skills. Imagine being a miner having to hold that chisel while someone's throwing a 15-pound sledgehammer. You can see what that made the new guy got, right?
Yeah.
Turn the lights back off one more time. We're back on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Probably would have been smart to buy the lights on first. You guys will please take your time and walk this way.
No, there's no rah-rah. She was like,
Lights out, I'm moving lights out.
Get your yard out of your mouth. You know, great things like when we turn off every single light, you can hear the face is still not seeing it. Great.
that was super creepy. Come here, honey. Yeah, ma'am. Come on. Come on.
It's a lot easier on the miners having to transport that rock outside the mine instead of having to carry it into the fleets.
Each part of the third constant is 1,200 pounds of rock. Good thing they had healthy and then less than power.
Yeah. No, you don't want to go back there, you'll get stuck in the mud. And I don't want you to get your sword and dirty hair. So, in 1900, that Stoker drill was producing a dust and injuring his miner's lungs. If they wanted to continue mining down here, they had to figure out a way to eliminate the silica, but stay more productive and efficient compared to that hand skill method. Well, in 1903, they introduced this right here, and I put in quotation earlier because safety. That's what this is. So the reason it gets its name is drifter drill is it has a hollow chisel that would shoot air and water to the front of it. The reason, as you're digging into the wall creating dust, the water will get that and turn into a silt, so that way they don't get it in. Now, there was another issue with the Stoker drill and drills from 1902, because actually the chisels they were using, they were made of solid steel. As we know, there's friction. The problem is they would heat up so much, it would melt the rock and melt the chisel, and they got fused together. The reason this is a problem is every time a miner lost a chisel on the wall, they would lose $1.25 out of their paycheck. And that's a lot of money to get paid $1.25 a day.
A whole
Luckily, with this one, it was hollow chisels that were waterproof and prevent that from happening. But safer model for a reason is that there was still a problem with this one. Like every drill down here, it was the noise level. It was very loud. Off of one air compressor, it powered 20 of these, while next to you would be 3 of them in a larger area. This is 100 years old, and is underwater for 85 years with the mine. But we have a thing today called Gravity 40. Pretty sure you guys heard that before.
Yeah.
Well, that allows us still to work, and I'm going to turn it on for you guys. I'm going to recommend if you guys have something to close your ears.
Scrub her ears. Haley, come here. Daddy's gonna put his hands on your ears, okay?
When I say like this, guys, you want to plug it, and that way you can hear the echo at the end. Everybody ready? Here we go. In 1, 2.
Wow. So crazy.
So that echo is where it started towards the beginning. 100 years old, still works today. Definitely best by crashing the ship. Think back then or go twice.
That was amazing.
Now,
It's still loud when you do that.
Now, that was a little loud. I say a little loud because I've been doing this for 2 years. I don't know what your ears anymore. I'm joking. I say that because when the miners used it, it was 10 times louder. This would have to go against the rock wall. There
Yeah.
were 3 or 4 more of these next to a larger area, and that was only a quarter of the pressure. So the problem is miners would eventually lose their hearing. After so many did, they were going to try to figure out a way to eliminate it. So they
Get
installed a
out of the
rotation system. Miners would work 2 weeks on this, were then forced to take 2 weeks off. It would work, except for only save the hearing for 5 additional months. But hey, you're getting paid $1.75 a day. At that price, who needs hearing, right? Now, what's cool is right now we were standing, I told you guys we were 200 feet or 20 stories underground, but currently we're underneath a another gold mine. In fact, these gold mines are one of the largest ones spread across the entire United States. Right now, we're staying underneath the garden center of Walmart.
I was just about to say, aren't we
Yeah,
like
so you
by
know
Walmart?
Yeah, there you go. It's the only Walmart with a 20-story basement. We keep their overstock
Can I
like that.
hear us
Yeah.
down here?
Luckily, there's about 200 feet around. If we were closer, they wouldn't hear you. They could feel the vibrations of this dude. Feel free to take pictures, take a look. Just don't turn it on. I don't know how I'll know if you guys will turn it on before I just guess. That way y'all remember.
Yeah, that's so well. Haley, go stand by it. Bet you won't touch it.
Me?
Go over there. You. Yeah. Here. Haley, let's take a picture in the. Wow, that looks super cool. Let me see. Damn. Get away me. Wow.
Hey, we're just gonna go back up now. Okay. Look at what you made.
Oh, that's cool.
Those are like tranquil stacking.
Alright, come on.
Come on.
Watch your foot. Watch your foot.
You having fun in the rock?
Oh yeah, she loves rocks. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's not a bad thing to like though. Those are awesome. There's so many different types of rocks too, huh?
Yep.
Do you remember this? 1900 to 1902, those are the different kind of makes and models of it.
Wow.
Yeah, that one stuck to the wall.
Yeah, that is really cool.
You having fun? Good.
God, it feels so good in here. I couldn't imagine if it was like really humid and gross.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's the perfect working temperature.
Yeah.
No, it's cold water, but I tell you what, if you can pull this out, I've got it out for you. If you pull that out, I've got it out for you. That's called Excalibur, that's where somebody lost a double 25 right there, so.
Yeah.
We've all tried pulling out, and it still stuck to their day.
That's amazing.
Probably there for 100 years or more too.
Yeah. This is so.
Yeah, you're getting that button.
Oh, do it again, do it again. I didn't get it.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, I can pull it out and it's okay. This right here is the original insulator. There's a micro system down here. It's an original one. Oh, right this way,
Wow.
buddy. Down that area, it's a short tunnel full of water. How much do you think the person got paid the most down here was? How much do you think that was? $5. Woo, that would have been a really good paycheck. $2 a day is the most ever paid down here.
Wow, I was gonna say 275.
Yeah, $2. Of course, it was the most dangerous job of all. He would be the only one down here at a time, and that's when the dynamite had a misfire. He had to come down and literally take that and poke the dynamite with a stick to extract it out for a new one. So just a little bit of a dangerous job right there.
Wow.
As we head up, you're
With
going to
that
notice these
stick.
rocks growing from the ground up. They're called stalagmites. They grow 1 inch every 10 years.
Yes.
This is over 100 years old. But because they're calcium carbonate, we can't touch them. Raise your hands will cause them to stop growing. Take your time, bud. Can you hear that, dude? Here's those stalagmites right here, guys.
Your butt. Mmm, yummy.
Huh?
I said your butt.
You ever seen dynamite before? No? I'm online. Guess what? I always have to carry dynamite with me. You never
I always have to carry dynamite with me.
It's funny, one time I went to like the game in the dark, I lit this, the entire pool ran out of mine, I don't know why.
Oh.
I'm sick.
You would say? Nice. Yeah, it ended up being alright, I just, stopped by over here. This is the last hill, because it's the last one, it's very steep and slippery, so please take your time. If you guys will take your time, follow me this way. Well, I can also show you where the salamanders live up here. You guys didn't know you
Oh my god. No kidding.
Especially you, sir, you gotta work out there. Yeah, I need it anyway.
Okay.
Let's see if they're still here. Here's one. That's Michael.
Michael.
Michael's the elevator. Yeah, they're all in as well.
Man, you weren't kidding. This is a workout.
And then right there, that's great. Yeah, they're all through the walls, pretty cool. So, Goldmar, are you ready to work down there? Yeah. Yeah? All right, 25 cents a day, and you get to keep all the rocks you find.
Yay!
Yeah. Can you imagine working down there? You do it for 50 cents? Smart man, smart man. I'm gonna first, but